Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and it is so nice to see you all again. Now, first of all, what do you guys think of the new look? By the way, I wasn't. It wasn't intentional to get the Lex Luthor appeal. Hey, you know what? Compared to Gene Hackman, I might possibly be the greatest mind of all time. Lord knows what that means for the rest of humanity if I am the sole man for the job. But speaking of the sole man for the job, as a special treat for each and every one of you, I decided I wanted to do something a little bit outside my comfort zone, and this is going to require an awful lot of backstory, so if you're not interested in backstory, skip past this part, or like at least the next 5 minutes. So, first of all, that's Scottsdale, Arizona, isn't it? And to be fair, it looks about as flat as I imagine it probably would have been. Anyway, so over on one of my other channels, I am currently going through a little bit of a Gordon Ramsay type binge, specifically his American programming, not necessarily his English variants outside of, let's say, Gordon Goes to Prison or Gordon's Best Restaurant. I really like the Gordon Goes to Prison four-parter. I'm very split on Ramsay's Best Restaurant. I've completed both of those shows, by the way, and I've also done Hell's Kitchen All-Stars and Hell's Kitchen Rookies vs. Veterans. Now, the reason why I signaled out those two is because I've seen season 1 to 16 of Hell's Kitchen USA, so I have. And because for what it's worth, season 16 was the season that made me quit the show, and it took 7 years for me to return to actually start watching All Stars. And to be honest, even watching that, I feel like it was a bit of a mistake in coming back. A lot of that actually has to do with what I understand about like television, because prior to looking like I have no idea what I'm doing, I actually do have quite a bit of knowledge about the mechanizations and the workings of television. Not just limited to that which happens in the UK, but American television. And I wish there was a polite way of saying it, but I've actually never watched any of the US version of Kitchen Nightmares. I have specifically only watched the English version because, one, I don't want to say it's a better product, but here's the thing. What I was originally planning on doing was watching the first series of Kitchen Nightmares USA, and that was literally it. I was only ever concerned with watching the first series because, from my personal opinion, I'll have to leave that till later. Once I was done with all 10 episodes, I took a step back and I kind of thought to myself, I literally didn't have any reason whatsoever to return to the show because I was perfectly satisfied with what I thought about the show, and I wasn't necessarily convinced anything was going to come along to change my mind. Something that was necessarily going to be like a game changer, or even the sort of thing that was going to make the program better, because once you sort of get the formula, if you will, for how the show works, a restaurant needs help, they showcase who they are, they showcase the problems. Ramsay arrives, tastes the food, says it's shit. Dinner service begins, a huge crowd is formed because Chef Ramsay is in town. Well, of course he would, because Ramsay is, for the most part, in the kitchen. Dinner service usually is a disaster. They start to implement changes. They try them out. We see where we go, we relaunch the restaurant, we see how things go, and then Ramsay just sort of walks off into the sunset. Now, when I said I was only going to do the first series of Kitchen Nightmares USA, I ended up doing the second series as well, because they're kind of similar. Although I will say, I do think I prefer the first series more than anything, because it kind of cemented in my mind exactly what I said in the beginning, that, well, it was exactly what I thought it was going to be, and it just seemed to be a little bit of more of the same. So whether or not I continue to, and besides, by the time you'll be seeing any of these videos, it could be till the very end of 2026, possibly till the very end of 2027. So either 2 years to wait, or well, that's just sort of how it is. And how much due diligence I want to give to an 18-year-old reality show is highly suspect, even by my standards. The only thing I have heard of note that from series 3 onwards, the guy who does the narration, I don't know who does it for series 1 and 2, but apparently Arthur Smith himself, one of the executive producers, does the voiceovers for the show going forwards. And then when the show relaunched again in 2023, Gordon Ramsay returned to actually doing the voiceovers. Although, with that being said, I have pretty serious issues with the relaunch of Kitchen Nightmares USA, because it wasn't really a show that was brought back for any other reason than it was going to make a lot of money for the Fox network. You may say that's the whole point of the entire show, but it also makes a lot of money for Arthur Smith and Gordon Ramsay, so it sort of makes sense. Although I have heard some dubious things about why the show ended the way it did. But then, well, that might be a topic for another day. I think the most fascinating thing just at this stage is that I understand why they do it. I know why they do it. It makes sense in the eyes of the network. Well, outside of, anything, like standing contracts or anything like that. But does it make it for good viewing? Does it make for good television? It may make it for good television maybe the first time round, but and again, it's those sorts of things that made me step away from things like Hell's Kitchen, because series 15 and especially 16 were extremely divisive, and it seemed as if the producers were playing into the idea of, let's get some of the absolute worst personalities we can, and we just put them up and, well, center the whole show around them. Yeah, that's a story for another day, and I think I've already covered that story before in my Hell's Kitchen All Stars videos, which are currently up right now on a different channel. If you're at all interested in seeing any of these, I will make sure to leave links for those who are interested. I will also make mention is that because for some reason videos like these usually aren't seen in the US, so if you are watching this from overseas, I will make sure to leave a link down to my Rumble account where you guys will be able to see it as well. You see, because here's the thing. We did over 100,000 views on this channel throughout the whole of July. And here's the thing. It wasn't even the same. It was another channel I did as well. We also did over 100,000 views. Over 250,000 views across 2 channels in 1 month. That's awe-inspiring to me. And now we sort of move away from the backstory and about possibly, blah blah blah. Let's get into the meat of this, shall we? Let's get to the actual the special for what you guys want. So, how I mentioned before about how I was satisfied that the show was just going to sort of follow these tropes, and there wasn't really anything that was going to really push the envelope in terms of things we've never seen before. And every other episode has a similar kind of gimmick to it in terms of what's wrong and, well, how can we fix things? Even though, to be honest, it seems very simple. That's, again, probably also the reason why I stopped. But there is one other thing I want to mention, is that I actually managed to do a video about the Lost episode of Kitchen Nightmares USA. The one that was taken to court because the owners of this little Oceana place in New Orleans, they paid due diligence to the idea that the restaurant was nowhere near as dirty as they made out. That's currently up on my Patreon if you are interested. It's sort of like a little special gift, because I have no idea at the time if it was ever going to last, but that's here and all there. However, this is an episode from season 6, and this, from what I heard, features the two most insane restaurant owners, not only in the show's history, but possibly in all of America, at least back in 2012, or even maybe by today's standards. Lord knows about, what else goes on in the rest of the world, let alone in Scottsdale, Arizona. Now, I've heard little creeping messages about these two people, Amy and Sammy Bizarblo, I think they're called. But without knowing anything else, let's get straight to it. And I'm excited, actually, because, to be honest, I've heard I'm going to just be quiet and just get on with this, because this is going to be a doozy, I think.
Scottsdale, Arizona, an upscale Phoenix suburb. It's also home to Amy's Baking Company, opened in 2006 by husband and wife team Sammy and Amy Bizarblo.
It was at a very early age that I discovered I had a real, true passion and talent for anything having to do with the culinary arts.
Just give me the pear salad, darling, if you can.
All right. So in 2006, Sammy invested over...
Also, before we go any further, there is something else I want to point out as well, is that ever since the beginning of April, I have actually worked in the kitchens. Which was ironically the time when I stopped doing videos based on kitchen nightmares, because I finished season 2 by that point. But yeah, as somebody who actually works a little bit behind the scenes about preparing food, about cooking food, it's and a lot of it's also down to health and safety. You know what? The struggle is real, but and maybe it's one of those things where perhaps maybe Amy just sort of did it at home, and she was just sort of like, she cooked for leisure first, and then she saw what she do. That's the thing I'd actually recommend to anybody who's actually works in the kitchens. Actually cook a little bit for leisure. Something that is actually you want to try out. Something that is, it may be easy, because I've been cooking my own dinners for the last 2.5 months now, and well, it's one of those, again, ladies, a guy who can cook, you know what I mean. Right, okay, let's get going.
$1 million into this restaurant to make my dream come true.
Can I open?
Yeah!
We are ready.
Come on, guys! But we're in the restaurant business. It's not all daisies and ponies and unicorns. I don't understand this whole substitution thing. Approximately 2 years ago, these reviewers and these bloggers decided to make up lies and say that they ate the food and it was disgusting. Son of a bitch. And we lost a tremendous amount of business because of it. They're just fucking haters.
This really just isn't good.
I'll take it. There's a lot of things that are wrong with the food that she just doesn't realize. Too garlicky, too buttery, too sweet, not cooked enough, too overdone.
That doesn't work for me either. If someone has criticism, Sammy tells them, you don't know what the food is supposed to taste like.
Even you don't know what is wrong with it. If anyone tell me that my wife's food is no good, I just tell them to leave the restaurant. I don't want them and don't come back. Is your first time?
Last time.
And last time, don't come back, madam.
Not only do they lash out and swear at customers,
I will go tell them to fuck off if my husband doesn't.
but they take it one step further and retaliate against them.
I hope he eats it, and I just made it really spicy for him. I hope it hurts him. The customer is not always right. Choose another pizza or nothing. And I'm not...
Right, okay, that's given me quite a lot to think about. Okay, Now, without wanting to... Now, listen, if I had the time to actually start giving a lecture about the very sort of manipulative ways networks work with editing and stuff like that, because when it comes to reality TV programs, the editors are the writers. They are the people who put the show together. They construct a narrative through clips, usually shot over, it could be as many as 2 weeks or 5 days, and they put it into a 41-minute time slot with commercial breaks in the middle. something that I know fine well American network producers absolutely can't get enough of. They love their advertisements. But what I'm gonna say, it would be a bit of a moot point to suddenly start saying the only reason why they put these specific clips together is because they capture these people at their very, very worst, and it makes for entertainment. Now, as I said before, there are reasons why shows do that, because if it wasn't, then for the most part, it really is just watching a restaurant struggle. However, surely, and this is a thing I've also said about the rest of the show, is that even the staff, the restaurant owners, everybody else involved, they must know in some way, because of course they've got to fill out release forms saying that, are you happy to be on camera? Do you want your face to be blurred or anything like that? They must know that this was going to happen. They must know that this was what they were doing. And I sit here and I watch this and I'm thinking to myself, if I was running a restaurant and I saw my staff running around crazy and they were saying that the way they did the food and they hope it hurt somebody, I would have fired them immediately, because that is malicious, and it's perhaps the most unprofessional conduct a chef could, or anybody who is actually handling food, because I've been the victim of food poisoning 3 times in my life. The very first time it happened, it was seafood poisoning, which that one of these days that's the sort of thing that kills people. That does. And let me tell you something right now, guys. It's a miserable, horrid experience, and I would not recommend it. And I'm not entirely convinced the food was prepared with standards for health and safety. But, you know, I would say where there's a blame, there's a claim. But, well, yeah, and is this what it's like when they get busy? What is their production like? What must be going on that you have to start lashing out at that? That seems a bit weird and uncouth.
Here to take shit from anybody. I'm not going to have people make shit up that isn't true. I'm not doing it.
Don't worry.
I'm not making any more food.
Amy's nuts.
I am going to really hurt somebody if they send back my cake.
1 second, she's like a nice little Care Bear.
Thank you so much. I love you. You're such a good girl.
And the next second, she's like Cruella DeVille.
I'm stopping all the food.
No,
I'm not,
wait,
no,
no,
I'm not
you're
making anything
finished.
else. No. Why? It has to go to the freaking trash. Are you kidding me right now? And unfortunately, the majority of the people in Arizona think that if you come to our restaurant, that we're going to yell at you, scream at you, and throw you outside. And that is not who we are. Go, Daniela, keep walking, mister. You just keep walking.
Chef Ramsey is coming to tell the people how the food is good here. You can go, madam. Don't come back, madam. I'll be happy not to see you here. Thank you.
I think Chef Angie's gonna be wasting his time. He can't change Sammy and Amy. They're lost cause.
Oh dear Lord.
Anything with 30, change it. We are ready.
Come
okay.
on, guys.
Good evening. Do you guys know what you want?
3 cheese and tomato sauce.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Miranda may be the only server on staff,
I can't do the computer, so he's the only one that has control over that.
but she is not allowed to input orders, pour wine, or handle money.
The ravioli, and then they want the pizza after.
I know what it is.
The only one who can do that is Sammy.
Okay, just move. I know.
Sammy thinks that he's doing everything all by himself,
4C.
but Sammy doesn't realize he's actually messing everything up. I need another wine.
Cannot work. I cannot work. I can't.
Sammy,
Look all the orders I have.
what do you want?
Nothing. Go to the kitchen. Oh, la.
He had like 30 tickets in his hand, I think.
With Amy only cooking 1 ticket at a time.
We're not.
One ticket. This, guys, can I just? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put my headphones down again. You know how I said I was working in the kitchen since the beginning of April? Technically, it's not the first time, because I used to work down a fish and chip shop for combined about 6 months. This whole thing reminds me almost a little bit working like that, because for some reason it didn't seem to take a lot before things became disorganized and but again, you know what? I'm just gonna this setup this makes no sense. What do you mean you're only cooking one ticket at a time? And bear in mind, even in the kitchen that I work in, where there's sometimes with only at most 2 people or possibly maximum 3, we are still more than capable, or anyone has any experience in catering whatsoever, from all the bottomless brunches that I've helped prepare, from all the mezzes and the parties I've had to do over my 4 months of experience. Cooking more than one table at a time is absolutely standard practice. What is this? What is going on here? Which leads me to suggest either the menu is enormous. There's no the organization in here is. I mean, how many people are working in this kitchen? Like 2 people. That's got to be as easy as it gets. As Gordon Ramsay once said, you know what, here's my recommendation. Buy a restaurant, put 1 table in it. Any more than that, you'd be fucked.
Making any of this until I get to that ticket.
The diners are in for a long wait.
I've never waited this long for one pizza.
But the one table that has received their food is unsatisfied.
What is the problem with it?
Like the Caesar is this? I don't know.
Even you don't know what is wrong with it.
The egg is...
Okay. If you came to eat to enjoy, then you should know what you like to eat, sir.
Apparently you don't know what you like to
I
eat.
guess not.
Okay, Amy,
What?
can you make me pear salad instead of that Caesar?
Seriously?
Don't worry. I told them to fuck off.
He's like all in the back, like yelling.
Maybe they don't understand it doesn't come from a can. Kidding me right now?
What?
They say it's not cooked enough. To be.
Chubi? Okay, Amy.
What?
Chubis is not cooked enough. Put it again in the oven.
Sure, I'll burn it for
Okay,
them.
it's not cooked enough.
The food we're making is going straight to the trash, and there are starving people that could be eating it, but instead these people decide that they're
Here's my recommendation, Amy. How about you actually just cook it? And you know what? You check before you send it out. You don't pull it out the pizza oven. You say, oh yeah, fuck it, that's fine enough. And then just, whoomp, out it goes. Amy, what, you said you discussed, Amy, are you telling Porky's? Because I'm starting to suspect that we're nearly 25 minutes into recording this. We haven't even got beyond the 5-minute mark. And I'm sitting here literally wondering, how is this possible? Because there is nothing about this makes sense. Nothing about the way Amy or Sammy works makes sense. Nothing about having only 1 server in the dining room makes sense. Nothing about even 2 people only doing 1 ticket at a time makes any sense. I'm not saying anything about Amy's of a cook, but what is this? This is an absolute farce.
trying to come fuck with my life.
We waited like an hour and a half. We never
I
got
know.
our pizza. We never
An
got
hour
You
and
guys
a
are full
half.
of shit.
Yeah, I tell her not to do it.
Never got our pizza, never got this. My fucking ass.
Stop the red pepper ravioli and stop
It's
the
ready.
big.
Sammy.
Stop it. They're leaving. I don't care.
I am not
Oh,
gonna do
Amy,
this.
stop it.
Fuck them, stop what?
Also, by the way, why do they have that many pizza ovens if they're just doing 1 pizza at a time?
The oven.
Or maybe that's where she hides the
It's
bodies or
coming now.
something,
It's
I don't
coming
know.
now.
You keep saying that. You've been saying that for an hour.
Look at him, he's like, where's my pizza?
Really?
Send him home!
Yeah, you have a pizza. It's coming. You want to wait? You wait. You don't want to pay what you have, and you fuck off from here. Do you understand?
Sammy?
Do you understand? You fuck yourself. Go out, you motherfucker.
No,
You out.
get out
Don't
of here.
speak like this. Go out.
No.
Yeah, I fucking
Call
fuck
the police!
you.
Sammy, call the police!
I shot no police.
Call the
I'll fuck
police!
you. Pay and go.
Stop!
Stop. You have drinks.
Are they for real?
Where is Amy?
I'm in the office!
Don't call the police. You crazy? Where's the pizza?
It's in the oven, he can suck it!
You pay. You don't go out. You, if you touch, I fucking, you come from here. I told you. You go. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I fuck you. Not kidding you. I fuck you.
Call the police.
Pay the money. No, I want the money from him.
I am calling the police. You guys are fucking
No,
crazy.
he's not calling the police.
I know, but hey, you're not touching him. Get away.
Motherfucker, you are.
Fucking piece
You
of
piece
shit.
of shit.
You are a little pansy. Get
Amy,
out of here. Don't you
yeah.
ever come back here. You little weenie. Keep walking.
Fuck you.
Give me a break. This is, you guys, I make excellent food. You motherfuckers, you all think that you can come in here and say these things. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this before.
That's the first 6 and a... Gordon Ramsay hasn't even arrived yet. And... Good Lord Almighty. I've never seen such carnage in my life. Well, okay, I have, but it's the fact that, like, how many people were in that restaurant that night? At most 14 people? And you're telling me that they... Honestly, if I was that server Miranda or Katie or whatever, I would have just, by that point, you know what, I would have just quit. Because that's just embarrassing. I understand why people like that can't quit, but is it really worth it? The money, whatever they were paying them, it was probably not enough. That's not even people. Even servers who get tipped quite favorably wouldn't even bother staying there because the reputation is that bad that no one, even the best servers in the world, are still chained to that place. Here's my tip: don't work in a place like that. That is absolutely nuts.
With very little knowledge of the previous night's dinner service,
Amy's Baking Company.
Chef Ramsay arrives looking to find out why Amy's Baking Company needs his help.
I love desserts.
Hey, chef.
How are you?
How are you doing?
Nice to see you. First name is?
Sammy.
Sammy, good
I'm
to see
the
you.
owner.
You're the
Thank
owner?
you. Yes.
Wow. Well, look at that. Come on.
My wife, Amy, yeah.
Can I meet this lady?
Yes, now.
Please?
Yeah. Amy,
Yes?
Gordon Ramsay want to meet you. He want to know who is the chef of who does all those beautiful...
Come
Here is
round,
my wife,
please.
Amy.
Come round, my darling.
So nice to meet you.
Give him a hug.
Did you make them?
Yes, I did.
Incredible.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Good to see you. I mean, they're extraordinary.
Thank you. That's very
They are.
nice. It means a lot coming from you.
Any of that store bought?
No.
The restaurant is beautiful.
Thank you. And I want you to see my kitchen after all, before
Right.
you want, and then you tell me about our kitchen also.
Right. Show me the kitchen.
Okay.
Please.
Now
This is the one.
This is my
Excellent.
domain.
Thank
Okay.
You got me excited. Sammy.
Of course.
Come
Thank
through
you.
here.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Jeez.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Okay.
Who's the head chef?
I am.
Yeah, hold on. Stop. Holy crap. You got lucky.
I'm the lucky one. He is my soulmate, and we're in this business together.
Fine,
And we
fine.
stand strong together. We have to because there's a lot of online bullies and haters and bloggers. We stand up to them, and I think we're the only ones that ever have as restaurant owners. And they come and they try to attack us and say horrible
What?
things that are not true. Because they're used to eating processed wood chips or used to getting things for free and not from us.
Okay. Let's catch up with the haters
I
and
know.
that stuff.
After you.
Can I have a quick look at the kitchen?
Of course.
Normally, owners...
Now, the thing that made me kind of suspect why Gordon was kind of like shaking his head at that a little bit is because Gordon Ramsay is not exactly immune to criticism either. Even as far back as when he was working for Marco Pierre White. However, I think it's all down to, perspective and down to what Gordon has learned over nearly 40 plus years in the kitchens. It's not just, it's that you learn through your mistakes, and you learn where you went wrong, and you know what you've done during your time, and you don't throw a tantrum every 5 seconds saying it's somebody else's fault. And in that vein, I get that's why I suspect that a lot of people are saying that Gordon's wasting his time at this place already, because listen, no matter how clean or how beautiful the restaurant is, that's like, at most, I would say a 2 out of 10, because it's not just about the atmosphere, the ambient. It should be about the food. You know what I mean? And I've been to glamorous, really clean, crisp, picturesque places, and the food was dire. But I've also been into scruffy joints, and the food was absolutely excellent. you know what? What would you prefer, guys? Somewhere clean but the food is inedible, or somewhere manky but the food is absolutely to die for? You tell me.
I like it when I inspect kitchens, but the floor's shiny. It's like a basketball court.
Come, please come see. If you
Oh my goodness
you
me.
want the jacket? No, you don't
It's
need
like
it. You don't need it.
It's like a doctor's surgery in here.
Yes, thank you, thank you,
Bloody
thank you
hell.
for saying the truth.
Oh my goodness me. Is this a joke? I mean, look, dates, labels,
Yes, everything, yeah.
sectioned off. Wow, what a pleasure. Hello.
This is Miranda.
This is Miranda. She's
Mind you, with that being said, I do a lot of that stuff as well, like rotate stock and inspect for dates and stuff like that. It's actually a very, very easy process, and yeah, for those wondering, it's so simple, it's almost stupid how to do it.
going to serve you.
Nice to see you. And this
Nice
is
to meet you. I'm Katie.
This is Christine. She's my
Christine. Come over,
wingman.
darling. Are you the sous chef?
She is.
Let's go through the dining room.
Okay.
The restaurant itself is very clean and nice, but it's Amy and Sammy that are the problem. Do not judge a book by its cover.
So, take me back to the beginning. How long have we been married?
Almost 10 years.
Oh, yes, no
We
way.
got married 5 months after we met.
Wow.
Well, I prayed for him and God sent him to me, and I wasn't going to waste any time.
She said, forget you, Sammy Hafner, enough.
He was a playboy in Vegas.
You were a playboy in Vegas.
Oh my God.
Wow.
He was.
Seriously.
He was. Even Hugh Hefner didn't have as beautiful of women as we did. All the playmates would come to our table. He was a playa, but with me, it didn't work like that. I am individual or nothing at all.
Once we got married,
That was
that's
it.
everything out.
Wow. So, were you trained in the industry?
No, not at
No?
all.
So
I'm a
you're back-
developer. I build custom houses.
Oh.
But when the crisis started, I said, I still have money. What you want me to do with it? She begged me. She said, my dream, it was to open a restaurant.
I just, throughout my life, had a passion and a God-given talent for it, and this is all I want to do.
That's lovely.
Thank you.
And the Ganesh as well.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Oh, God.
I'm the only one that makes them, and if I'm not here working, we're not open.
Say that again.
If I am not here, if my
One of
husband's
us
not
is
here,
sick,
we're
it's
not
closed, the
open.
restaurant.
That-
We don't run without each other here.
You're kidding me.
No.
That's no way to run a business.
We can't find qualified people to work. They want to come and get a
For 6
paycheck
years we've
and
been
not
trying.
work.
In Arizona?
They're not good. They're not good.
Tried.
I tried a lot of that. This is
We
my
know that.
biggest worry. This is my biggest problem in my life. But I cannot find people I can count on them. I can trust them.
They're dirty. They're lazy.
How many people have you been through?
A lot.
A few hundred.
A lot.
A few hundred?
Yeah.
So, other than an issue with staff, what's wrong with this bloody restaurant?
I have issues with customers that are trying to be online bullies and say horrible things.
Online bullies.
They're online bullies and write things that are not true. They write that I have
Internet.
store-bought dough. They write that things are frozen. I understand that, but those things are not true.
But when did this start?
2.5 years ago,
This guy came in that started this entire online bullying.
he ordered pizza margarita. And after I say, okay, how is your pizza? He said, it's a frozen pizza. The next day he went and gave us a review. Oh my God. My wife, she was,
Well, retaliated.
You wrote back to him.
oh yeah.
Right. Well,
Why?
I told him I thought he was a loser. He was a moron.
No,
I
now you
didn't.
insult-
Oh dear Lord. You know what? I'm glad that Ramsey's like trying to listen to all this, because okay, how about this? Years and years and years and years, and like literally like as many as 7 years ago, so back when I was about 20 years old, and when I had to give a presentation about what I was doing through one of my projects at university, I remember I was the last person to actually give my presentation of my work, or at least to showcase where my work was going. And I remember that the lecturer, he gave feedback for every person involved, and when it came to mine, when it was all over, he just sort of did that, face in his hands, and nothing was said. And I just sort of sat down again. I never gave a presentation about my work again after that, by the way, because that was just straight up being rude. And that is one of the most definitive moments of my entire life. And I feel like the actions I took by not kissing ass and not deciding to, give him the satisfaction or anything like that, I just decided those are the sorts of people I am not going to associate with, and I'm not going to stoop down to their level and start being rude to them back, because being rude to people is not fun. Because being rude is having fun at somebody else's expense. And that's kind of why, why you don't respond back to people who give you bad reviews. Because everybody gets a mixed review, everybody gets a bad review and stuff like that. Back what I said before about, well, you should know how to do a simple pizza if you've got, like, the equipment, and if you claim to have this background in cooking, and you talk about being passionate from a very young age, then you should know, like, or you should just straight up know what you're doing and how long you got to do it for, because they say 98% of every single job in the world is just common sense. And I don't mean that in a disparaging way whatsoever, as that sort of thing largely gets interpreted as being a not a very nice thing to say. But what I am saying, and we are nearly 40 minutes into this, is, well, it's the only way you're going to protect your reputation and to maintain it. Well, you know what? You do a compromise. You apologize. You say that we apologize if you had a bad experience. We are taking all feedback. Basically, you do something with this experience. You learn exactly what to do and what not to do next time. That's not what apparently Amy and Sammy did. Their response was, well, to double down and say their food was perfect. Yeah, I don't know about you, but these two are not going to last. Because it's impossible to last with that kind of reputation. And I don't know about you, but when they say they've gone through hundreds of staff, I think that sort of thing stinks like wildfire. It's not going to go away. Because I've had stories about places I've worked before. Not a lot of them favourable. However, that might be a topic for another day, but let's keep going.
Take him. I understand he insulted me first, and I attacked back. I'm not going to let anybody bully me, bully my husband. That's a joke.
You need thick skin in this business.
Well, they called me Crazy Amy B because I.
Well, here's the thing, Amy. There's a big difference between bullying, and you took his comment so completely the wrong way that you thought that attacking them was, well. What is wrong, Amy? What was the actual comment? What was the actual complaint?
Stood up to them, and I need people who respect you, who know that you have earned your stripes in the kitchen and in life. I need them to listen to you and not the online bullies, and take your word that you're saying that our food is good.
Amy, if all your food is as good as it's deserved, trust me, there's something not quite right here.
Thank you.
Are you a control freak?
I am. We are enemy worst.
What a combination.
We have to clone us.
Clone us.
Is that possible?
It is, some places, I've heard.
Right. Do you have children?
Well, we have 3 little boys, but they're trapped inside cat bodies.
Yeah, they're cats.
Our babies are cats. They're my whole life, besides my husband and my business. I speak feline. Meow, 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 meow.
This woman is completely insane. This is the sort of woman that if I worked at Amy's Baking Company for like one shift, after that I would drive out to the desert and just be asked to be left alone. I'd rather talk to the cactus. Be far more company.
Meeting you two for the first time, you are both fucking nuts.
I know.
I'm going to have a little sample of the menu.
Okay.
Do your thing normally.
I will.
Hello.
How are you, my darling?
Good.
Is it just you and Sammy in the front of the house?
It's pretty much just me.
And how long have you been here?
A month and a half.
Good tips?
I don't make tips.
Say that again.
I make hourly.
Serious?
What?
You must be the only server in this country
I know.
that doesn't get tipped out. So where do the tips go?
The owner.
What?
What?
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
I know. I try to tell him.
Wow. Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sammy. You spoke earlier about the problem with staff. Yeah, I just found out.
Honestly, you know what? If I worked as a server at that place and I found out that I was not, my tips were not going to me, I feel like that's grounds for a lawsuit right there. Because I've worked at I've worked at places where I would get tipped. However, according to policy, the tips are spread amongst the entire gaming staff. When I used to work at a casino, that means that if somebody tipped me £1, technically I would not be getting £1. I would be getting about 15, maybe 9 pence of it. I don't like it when that happens, and I like it even less at the knowledge that they're just stealing. This is is it technically stealing? Part of me thinks it is, actually. I think, honestly, yeah. So we're going to call it stealing. So we're going to say Amy and Sammy, among many other things, are just thieves. It's daylight robbery, really.
Something pretty major. Miranda, the young girl?
Yeah.
You don't give her tips?
No.
Sammy,
Yeah.
you cannot take servers' tips.
Then bring me the people who's going to do their job, and I don't have to interfere. They can take the whole tips for them. Did you see? I already took 3 orders by myself and sent them already to the...
You're the owner.
I'm doing the most of the job.
Wow. I'm ready to order.
Okay, I'll take
Thank
your
you.
order. Do you know already what you like
Yes,
to
I do,
start?
yes. Yeah. The fig and pear prosciutto pizza, please.
Excellent.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go for a blue ribbon burger. Medium rare.
Medium rare, excellent.
Please. And I'll take the salmon burger as well at the same time. And then I'll fancy some gnocchi. All the pasta's homemade, right?
Oh, it is, but not the gnocchi today.
Oh.
It's not homemade. We didn't have time to make them.
Okay. I'll go straight to the ravioli.
Okay, which one do you like?
The red pepper.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The story is becoming a little clearer.
Okay, Amy.
Yes.
This is the chef's order.
Oh, God, okay. I believe that once Chef Ramsay tastes my food, as a chef, he'll be able to tell that this is what God wants me to do.
What's that fucking doorbell that keeps on going off every 2 minutes?
What is?
Miranda, what is that doorbell on the side of the wall for?
Whenever we have dirty dishes, we ring it, and then the busser comes and grabs the dishes from there.
Why wouldn't you walk around and just put the plates in the pot wash? The first time in my career, a pot washer has a doorbell. Oh, ding dong.
The large or the small?
Small.
Okay, I guess that's
White 3 cheese pizza.
Ah, the cheese pizza.
Sammy,
Yeah.
does Miranda use the POS system?
No, she doesn't know yet. Nobody's. I'm the only one who uses it. Yeah.
But the quicker you teach her, the quicker you can take her back seat.
I will teach her when you come the time. I will teach her.
Miranda, have you ever worked on a POS system?
Yes, at every job that I've worked at.
Every job. And how many jobs have you had before you worked at ABC?
A lot.
A lot. She doesn't need training. She knows how to do it. Thank you.
Ah, it's for... Yes.
Thank you.
I'll get you plate.
That's also just, yes, I would just straight up say that, because outside of stealing from labor, you also run the risk of being accused of hiring cheap labor. And I've also worked plenty of places where they would hire cheap labor, or sometimes they would work at I've also worked at places where they hired people who were probably not the best qualified for the job. It starts at the top, and Amy and Sammy are absolutely stranded at the top because, well, they have no way of getting down because they think that's just how things roll. And also, fig, pear, and prosciutto, I'm not convinced. It doesn't even look fully cooked.
Fig and pear.
And that's the thing also, just as a little bit of a flex, is that I can even tell by looking at food about whether or not it's even cooked or raw or not. Mostly because it's probably still got its fur on it. And second, also the smell. You could also gather, like, just from the smell, whether food is off, whether it's cooked. It's, you rely a lot on your senses, because I know fine well Gordon Ramsay actually quite likes it when people in the kitchens actually use their senses more to know what they're doing. It's you know, you learn and stuff like that.
Prosciutto pizza. Well, the crust is supposed to be good, but it's not that crusty.
It's because it's also too big.
It's very, very sweet. And my dough's raw. After all this wait. Wow. That is so sweet. But that's not the issue. The issue is the dough is raw. I finished. It's raw. It's doughy.
I don't know how it come out today like this, but normally they love that pizza. It's really, really lovely.
I'm telling you what I'm getting, and it's raw, soggy and wet, and too sweet in general.
We'll take that out.
Can you take it back to Amy, please?
Of course, yes.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I don't think you liked it. What's wrong?
Nothing.
I feel like Sammy sugarcoats a lot of what happens in the restaurant. So Amy gets this feeling that like everything she's doing is correct, everything's right.
Don't worry, everything is okay.
I'm not worried. I'm afraid he's going to say something isn't good.
I know my wife, she doesn't take the criticism. She will be shaking and then she say, that's it, I'm leaving. Just, I'll tell you all about it after. Just relax and do like you do normally. Just do it.
Oh my God, I'm going to freak out.
Chef Ramsay has been sitting at the table for well over an hour.
I finished. It's raw.
And so far, all that he has sampled is an undercooked pizza.
I don't even tell her you did like the pizza.
Yeah, exasperated. That's absolutely the face I would pull. Speaking about being here for very nearly an hour, something else is just actually it's a strange thing I've just realized, but you know what? How long has this okay, so if we're gonna go on the assumption that this is like 2012 and this has been open for about six years or something like that, how did it survive even that? Because you can't cook more than one table at a time. You've developed this reputation through going through a lot of staff. You steal their tips, and I am going to call it stealing, by the way. That if you've got a problem with it, take it up with revenue and customs, as far as I'm concerned. But yes, I do consider it stealing, and the animosity of these people. Honest, if there's anybody out there from Scottsdale in Arizona, and you've actually been to this restaurant, and if it's anything like what this is purveying, please let me know, because sometimes I'm very, very skeptical about what the show tries to show us, because editing and stuff like that. This, on the other hand, is one of those cases where I'm absolutely convinced that there's no reason to hide it, because it's not like the producers said we're choosing that restaurant. It's the case of Sammy and Amy, they had to push in an application for the show. Again, I don't know about like the process for how to actually get on the show or what kind of stuff like that, but the producers must have absolutely have been falling over in their chairs when they heard about this. This, as far as they're concerned, this is ratings gold. To them, at least.
You didn't even tell her the dough was...
Not yet. I know my wife, she'll get nervous.
You're scared of telling her the truth?
Do you want to tell her? Come with me, you tell her.
I just wanted to know so she checks the next
she
one.
will know, yes, she will know.
Anyway, I am 75 minutes in, and so far, I've had an undercooked pizza.
I know you've been waiting.
I'm going to start eating my ticket in a minute.
Oh, okay. I'm going to tell her you're starving. I'm going to tell her you are starving. Okay, she'll move, yeah?
She'll move.
Thank God for that.
Do you know where that goes? Yes?
And what the hell is that?
Okay. Thank you. Wow. Blue cheese, mushrooms, marinated, garlic aioli, white truffle oil, and crispy bacon bits, and a soggy bun that's just full of grease. Jesus, come on. They have a lot of nerve calling this their blue ribbon
And
burger.
that bun looks fucked too. What is?
Well, medium rare is not. Ooh. Oh. It's just a mess. Oh dear. That
It just looks
is overcomplicated, so unnecessary. And look,
greasy as fuck. Look at that. That is a heart
it's
attack
one shit
burger there.
What was wrong with it?
disaster. Yeah, the bun, what a mess.
Okay, so,
Yeah, so,
I'll take this back.
Really disappointing. I am starving.
I got it.
Thank you.
This is for him.
Yes, red pepper ravioli.
Thank you.
I think the sun is
There you
starting to
go.
set behind
How's
them.
the salmon burger doing?
I'll go check on that.
Thank you.
He wanted to know how long on the salmon burger.
It's on its way,
Okay.
Miranda. You don't need to keep reminding us. We know, okay?
I was just saying.
I know, but you don't need to come tell us. We know that it needs to go out.
Oh my god. It smells weird. Oh,
It
here's my salmon burger.
looks kind of weird as
Wow.
well, if I'm being honest.
Thank you, though.
You're welcome.
Oh god. Sweet, spicy. What a mess. It has to be one of the most confused ravioli dishes I've ever seen and tasted in my entire life. Wow. It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense, huh?
Sweet and spicy.
Yeah.
Ravioli with bacon and sweet corn, topped with cilantro. Are these store-bought?
Yes, the ravioli, yes.
You told me that this was
Yes.
store-bought, then I wouldn't have ordered it.
Ah, okay. I didn't tell you. No, I didn't tell you that.
Thank you. Look at this thing here. This is what I've been waiting for. So it's like a salmon cake, crab cake, burger. It's overcooked. I mean, it's not good. Although it may be good for those 3 boys, 3 cats at home.
Do you want me to take that?
Please.
You know what? Can I just make a confession to you guys? You know how I was saying, you know, I cook for myself and stuff like that, and I started like learning to cook for leisure. For what they're worth, because to be honest, looking at that has made my stomach feel very, very peculiar. Although that might have just been a result of my dinner. You know what I'm really, really good at? So, doing a gourmet, as I call it, a nutritious army-based meal: scrambled eggs and baked beans. Scrambled eggs with cheese, spring onions, and tiny little bits of diced chicken. Just dropped in, and just it flourishes. It's soft. It's got a punch to it. It's honestly, I get better at doing that sort of thing every time. As to the beans, I do it with just a can of baked beans, a tablespoon of rich and smoky barbecue sauce. None of that sweet, saturated, wholesale crap, like an actual gourmet, like a ones made by professionals, and a single teaspoon of Marmite put in there, and so it's got a really rich, meaty taste to it, and I've got to tell you right now, it is absolutely to die for. I get better at doing that type of meal every other day, which, you know what, maybe actually learning how to do a dish to perfection is sort of the way to go, because you learn from what you do, you try and get better at what you do, and it's not just a case of just adding more to it. It's about knowing why it works the way it does, and is there anything else that needs to be added. You don't even really need to add chicken to it at all, so you just... Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do it minus the chicken, and I think it'll be absolutely spot on. With that being said, let's get back to it, because honestly, watching this, thank God I'm not hungry anymore.
because it is like eating dry cat food. Do you want to take a sample?
No, I really don't.
Come on. Meow, meow. Is Amy there?
Yeah. Do you want to go into the kitchen?
No, she can come out now.
Okay.
Just a quick. Amy?
Yes.
That was a lot longer than I expected, and there were some big bumps in that meal.
What kind of bumps? What didn't you like?
Let's go through it later.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go get changed.
Okay.
And I want to see how this place functions. And then after service, cover all the points.
You look disappointed.
I am disappointed.
Same.
Okay.
But let's go through this later.
Okay.
Yeah?
Of course, yeah.
Sure.
This is why you are here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh my, if looks could kill, eh?
Go to the fridge. Hurry, go to the fridge.
Don't worry,
I'm not worried.
Never mind.
Drink.
You do. And you do what you do. You understand? Just do what you do.
I'm concerned with his opinion.
He loves
I
the
know.
desert.
I understand.
Please do me a favor. You can. They are good.
Rabbit. Right, okay, this is gonna be interesting.
Okay, listen, we're gonna start to get ready, you guys. We're gonna open.
How does the line work? Who does what?
Christine does mostly the salads, and I do the pizzas. I have people tell me it's the best pizza that they've ever had in their life.
My pizza today was undercooked, so it was raw, and I said, will you take that back? He said, I can't talk to her in service. Why is that? You're a husband and wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as if you're sort of manager and assistant manager. So why can't you go and tell your wife?
Because
Sweetheart,
I know my
pizza,
wife.
fucking wake up, is undercooked.
I don't think your pizza was undercooked. I checked it when I took it out of the oven, just like I do every other pizza. And to me, it was crispy on the bottom. When I cut it,
Right.
it was crunchy.
Okay.
So to me, it wasn't
Okay,
wrong.
so that's your version because you
Sure.
didn't see it come back. However, the bun for the beef burger was soggy as anything. Blue cheese, marinated mushrooms, crispy bacon bits, white truffle oil. Who comes up with those ideas?
I did.
Because there's certain things that don't go together, and that's four of them.
Chef Ramsay is standing there riding my ass about white truffle oil and garlic aioli. Oh my God, like he's never heard of any flavor profile in the world. It's disgusting. I have.
Amy, can I give you guys a bit of advice? And I'm gonna mean this in the nicest possible way. Amy, you do realize who you're talking about there, don't you? You're trying to tell Gordon Ramsay he's wrong about that, because aside from that, it literally looked like it was just the entire burger was dropped in a fryer, and it looked. I could not eat something that as greasy as that. You know what? I'm not a vegetarian or anything like that, but I stay away from that sort of thing like the plague, because I swear to God, I am not prepared to keel over and die at 27 or even 37. Even if I get to 47, I feel like I've had a good innings. But you know what? I at least want to get to as far as 37. That would be a start, I suppose.
Never had a problem with that hamburger, ever.
Really?
Because your husband doesn't tell you. And
There we go.
the salmon burger was like a salmon fish cake in between a dry bun.
But it was a dry bun or it was a soggy bun?
That was dry pate, dry.
It's good like that. We have people tell us all the time that
There you
it's
go again.
good.
There's no point me saying anything to you because you just well, it's good like that.
Whatever.
The raviolis, you cook them from frozen.
Yes, we do.
Do you know how you can make these better?
What? Yes, I can make them from scratch.
No, but
Of
take them
course I
off.
can. Oh yes, of course. Why don't I
Well,
just
I'm trying
delete
to show
everything
you
from my
because
menu?
I'm just trying
And
to
then close my doors. What do you want me to sell?
These are store-bought
I
crap
understand
frozen
that.
ravioli.
They're not crap, and they're delicious. And the first time I've ever.
oh
Okay.
my
Did you
God.
taste it? You didn't taste that one.
Again, because you didn't get the feedback. I said they were disgusting.
People usually love it. I've never had a problem with it, but
People usually love it.
yes, real customers, not haters.
Oh, come on, Amy.
Raviolis that are in the freezer. Oh my God, sacrilegious.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 seconds, please. The owner is trying to pull the wool over your eyes by offering you frozen raviolis that aren't even made within 500 miles of this front door. So would you mind, personally, if I 86 them to stop you from eating crab? So we'll 86 ravioli.
Okay.
I have too much respect for your customers
Yeah.
to bullshit them. Now, will you tell your wife or shall I?
It's dinner service, and Amy continues to deflect everything.
The owner is trying to pull the wool over your eyes by offering you frozen raviolis.
So to make his point, Chef Ramsay decides to do a little research with the customers.
Would you mind if I 86 them? Are you going to tell your wife or shall I?
I will tell her.
Thank you.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
No more raviolis
No
for
more
today.
raviolis
Yeah.
and no more hamburgers and no more salmon burgers. People
Yes.
can only have cakes tonight.
Okay.
Okay? I'm good with that. Complete bullshit.
She can't take criticism. Why is that?
Ask her that question.
Ask her.
I have the same problem for that.
Are we used to waiting on something?
Yeah.
What is it that you're waiting on?
Pasta. The sweet and spicy pasta.
The pasta rustica?
Yes. Is that coming?
Can you look on B4 and see what else they had? They should have pasta rustica.
By this stage, I would have said Christmas is probably coming before that pasta. Also, can we just go back to when Gordon was like, look exasperated when just Amy said, you know what, no more hamburgers, only people can have cakes, because that's your way of dealing with it, is just to throw a... How old was Amy when this was made? Because, honest to God, that's the kind of shit people stop before they get to the age of about 7 to throw tantrums like that.
Yes. No, I don't have it. You didn't give it to me.
Sammy, I did write it down for you.
Ah, it was here.
It's right there.
What is it?
Pasta rustica.
I see you did here. It's okay.
4B. No, 5B. Are you sure? You don't need to question me, Katie. You can go home right now. I'm sorry. Sammy?
Yes, darling.
I would appreciate it if you would send Katie home right now. I don't need an attitude from her. She comes and she said, it's because there's the 2 others. Oh my God. Am I sure? What a little shit.
Amy.
I'm not going to talk to you right now because I have to concentrate on the
then
line.
stop. Concentrate then.
I will. There's no point in talking to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
At this point, I'm not even too sure what Gordon Ramsay's even still doing here, because honestly, I think he's not even, I don't think he even needs to say anything, because he's just sort of watching all of this go on, and he's just sort of, his jaw is about to hit the floor, because I'm with it. Because if he walks, can I walk with him? Because this has to be the single worst, like, dessert restaurant I've ever seen in my life. Because nothing about these people equates to they have any care about what they're doing. I know they say they do, but you know what? Where is that?
And the pizza?
Food is leaving the kitchen at a snail's pace. And it doesn't appear to be worth the wait.
You can take this back too.
You didn't like it? Not good. Okay.
When food's not eaten, do they tell you?
No. Every single time a customer doesn't lick their plate, the waitress doesn't come to tell me that.
Amy, no one's licking that.
Just ignore him. I am ignoring everything that's happening.
Stop. Thank you, Amy. Excuse me. So, that just comes back from the table, and it goes straight into the pot wash.
What the hell is
They
that?
didn't like it.
So, if they didn't like it, what are we going to do about it?
Let's wait. We finish today.
The kitchen needs to know.
Okay, then I'm going to tell her.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is that meant to be salmon?
Amy, this is the salmon.
Yeah, that's meant to be
didn't like
salmon. It looks
For me,
like
this is all
roadkill.
bullshit, so I don't care.
None of you known about this because the young girl, Maria, grabbed the plate and was about to throw it away. That's a common thread in this restaurant.
There's no point in me speaking, so I'm just
Wow.
gonna work. It's like one long nightmare.
Wow, $10 tip.
Yeah.
That's nice for you.
Of course, yeah. Why not?
Do you think the girls deserve some tips tonight?
No, they get hourly.
And so do you think if I went and asked every customer when they leave a tip that it goes straight to the owner and not to the server, do you think they'd be astounded? Let me ask that table there. Sir, the tip that you left, the young lady server, the owner takes the tips.
No. Okay.
Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, I will fuck with you.
Yeah.
Who the fuck you think you are?
Oh my God, Sammy's going to hurt him.
I'm fed up. I'm getting sick and tired of your bullshit. Well, then fucking answer my question. Then fucking answer my question. Tell the customers they're going to get their tips.
No, they don't.
They should be told that you're taking them because this servers deserve them.
You want to speak with me?
Yeah, I want to speak with
You
you.
want to fuck with me? I will fuck
I don't
with
want
you.
to fuck with you.
Then I will fuck with you.
Oh my God, what a joke.
Has everybody got his food?
Yeah, we're closed. We're closing the kitchen. I think, Katie, you can go. For sure. I'm talking to you, Katie.
Okay.
Katie, listen to me when I'm speaking to you. Do not walk away from me. You don't work here anymore, okay? Don't start crying. Why are you behaving like this? Oh my God.
Come on.
It's you know what? Actually, can I just again? I'm hopefully gonna be wrapping this up in about 30 minutes. Even by that point, would have been here for an hour and a half. But I'm just gonna say, for the record, right now, I'm glad that we got to the point where Ramsey actually was getting legitimately very, very angry at the point where you are gonna tell them you are going to give your service their tips, because the more I watch that, just the more and more angry I get. You know what? I know fine well Sammy, he says he's gonna fight. I would have fought him for that, because Christ, in fact, you know what? Oh my God. Oh, this is just... Oh. Oh, this is just pain. It's painful, and it's just embarrassing to watch, because there are probably going to be people out there thinking in some very bizarre way that this is how it's done. No, that's not true. And I've worked in places where they think that doing things this lucrative is probably normal as well. I'm glad I have nothing to do with stuff like that anymore, because I certainly wasn't benefiting from that, and no, I'm never going to work for a place where I'm told that for all the work I have to do to earn tips and stuff like that, I'm not going to get any of that. It's just no, I'm not in that anymore. I'm putting my knife and fork down, and I'm out.
I'm talking.
I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing anything.
You had an attitude with me all night long, Katie.
Don't worry, please.
Okay, I quit.
No, you're not.
Quit. She is quitting. She
I
has
quit.
an attitude. She comes to the kitchen tonight. She's like, I set a table. She said, are you sure? Are you my boss?
It's okay. Katie, please. Go on. No, come on.
She doesn't work here anymore. She's a poisonous little viper, and I don't allow people that have an attitude in my restaurant. What does she know? Who the hell is she? She is gone. That's who she is.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Tonight, Chef Ramsey witnessed how dysfunctional Amy and Sammy are at running their business,
Katie, you do not work here anymore, okay?
including firing Katie for simply asking a question.
Now you've just fired a young girl, but just take a big deep breath and see if we can get some form of resolution here.
Okay.
Believe it or not, my intentions are good. You're shaking your head already.
I'm listening.
It's become evident that you can't take criticism. Why is that?
Are you seriously asking me why
It's
I'm
okay,
so
Danny. Yes.
Yeah, I am.
You don't have to cry here. I
I'm
don't want you
not
to cry. You
going-
don't have to cry.
I'm not going to cry, Sammy.
Just
I'm
quiet.
trying to speak and
Just
take
quiet.
out my
He isn't trying.
a conversation. No one lets me speak. Ever. Nobody. Oh my God.
Let me talk.
I know that, but you're not listening to me.
I know what you. I listen to you. We listen to you.
I'm
when
trying
we-
to.
I
He
tell
asked
you
me a
exactly
question.
what I know.
What I do normally is good. I don't have people sending things back to me.
You don't know, Amy.
You're saying the
You
training.
don't know, because food comes back, it goes straight to the dishwasher. That's what the whole issue is. You've been avoiding everything. Behind your back are the most amazing desserts. And in your freezer is store-bought shit raviolis that you're never going to convince me or a customer that they're good.
The sauce is delicious. The raviolis, we think that they're very good.
What I'm struggling with is that you convince yourselves that it's right. It's not. Tomorrow, I want you open-minded, okay? You as well, Sammy.
I don't make promises that I know I can't keep. I'm going to do everything within myself to try.
All you're getting from me is the truth. Right now, that's what you need. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
I would not be going back. I generally would not be going back.
After one of the most difficult days he has ever had on Kitchen Nightmares, Chef Ramsey has arrived with a plan to start turning around Amy's Baking Company.
And it's not open.
Oh, come on.
Man, maybe,
But with Amy and Sammy not at the
maybe Amy and
restaurant,
Sammy don't want him back either.
he takes the time to meet with former staff members that have reached out to him.
Morning. Morning. How are you both?
Good.
Jessica, right?
Yes,
Good to see you.
Henry.
Henry, nice to see you. First of all, Jessica, what was your job?
I was hired as a food runner. Sammy told me that he didn't like people who went to culinary school because he didn't think that we knew anything. And when I started, I was only allowed to pour water glasses and set them at the table. So I worked up front for a few months and basically had to beg my way back into the kitchen.
Unbelievable. Henry?
I was a busser for the most part.
How long ago were you there?
A little over a month.
And what kind of things did you see in the dining room?
He was always in a bad mood, no matter what. Like, I've never seen him in, like, a good mood. He can't take complaints in, like, a professional manner, which is the worst part. He made me wash his car one day.
What?
That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever done for him. They were always yelling at each other.
In the year and a half I was there, I saw at least 50 people come and go.
50?
They were in and out so fast.
Wow. What happens when customers complain about their food?
They get told that they're wrong, that, you know, no, we have the best food in the country. You're wrong. Like, there have been times people have gotten salmon that's raw, and they'll send it back saying, you know, can you cook this a little more? And they're like, you don't know how to eat food. You don't know what you're doing. This is perfect. You obviously don't know. Customer's always wrong there.
That is insane.
It's just that they don't really know how to manage a restaurant. I don't know what it is, but they both think that, like, the whole world is out to get them.
Listen, I appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, no problem.
You've been very helpful, and I appreciate the honest truth.
Absolutely.
Wish me good luck. I need it.
Yeah, good luck with
Absolutely,
them.
good luck. Hope we can help him.
Thank you. Wow. It gets worse.
Okay, now...
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Sammy.
Oh, dear Lord.
Today is a new day.
Yeah, I hope so.
You don't look very happy.
No.
I'm exhausted.
Can't.
It's all. Yeah, I've never had this experience like this. It's disaster.
Okay. I've never had an experience like this either.
We want to clarify a few things
Please, should we sit down?
so there's no animosity, of
Sit
course.
down.
Yes.
Let's clarify a few things. What would you like to clarify?
What I have a problem with were the comments you were saying to me last night while I was trying to focus on the food.
Let's look at one thing at a time and be
Sure.
open and honest.
Okay, that's
Okay?
fine.
Because for me, this was about uncovering the truth. When I'm told that the raviolis are freshly made...
I didn't tell you
no,
that.
Can I finish? Sorry, when your husband told me that the raviolis were fresh, I ordered them. And the raviolis were disgusting and not fresh. And if you're going to try and continue to pull wool over customers' eyes by sending them fake, fresh-made raviolis, they need to know.
I never say that
sends
was
my
not,
alarm bells
but-
going.
Speak a minute.
Now, you may want to sit there and argue, but you're not prepared to understand that I'm here to show you what's right, and you can't take that.
I can. I'm ready for that. I have no problems with the food.
I told you about the burger, you refused to listen.
I did not. I
Every
asked
time
you
I tell
what
you
was
something,
wrong with it.
you come back with an excuse.
I kept
After
asking you
excuse,
what's wrong,
after
and you couldn't
excuse.
give me
I told
any
you, the bun for the beef burger was soggy as anything.
I have never had a problem with that hamburger, ever. You said the salmon burger was dry, but it was wet. Is it dry or is it wet? Which one is it?
One
I'm
at a
so
time.
confused.
You never said it was
You're
wet.
confused. I'm not confused when we're talking about food. But the way you screamed at that young girl last night.
Would you let anybody come into your restaurant, in your kitchen, and speak to you the way that that kid spoke to me last night? Would
Yeah.
you? Do you think we're going to let someone hold a gun to our head and we're going to give them our ass and let them do it?
Bear in mind, Amy, I know you will never be told otherwise. All Katie did was ask whether or not it was going to 4 or 5B. That's it. Can I just say, I know this is going to be a very unprofessional thing to say, and it's probably going to be the sort of thing that I straight up will regret. I would have, you know what I probably would have done? One of these days, I probably would have just locked Amy and Sammy out of the restaurant myself, and I literally would have run the entire place by myself. Because you know what? Call this a very unprofessional, call this a very cocky thing to say, but you know what? I could probably run that restaurant better just because of what not to do. Let alone what... Because Because this doesn't even seem like a hard problem to fix. Just get rid of those two. Looks like an Arabian Homer Simpson with more hair.
anything they want from us.
All she asked is,
No, she
are
did
you
it with
sure?
an attitude, a serious attitude. She's like, are you sure? For me.
Are you sure?
You don't need to question me, Katie. You can go home right now.
No, she didn't.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
you're over-exaggerating again.
All right.
But you'll
Okay.
blame her and you'll blame the customers. But customers were waiting for the food through your husband's mistake.
But okay, we're going to forget yesterday.
Right.
We're going to start, if we continue the show, we're going to start from scratch.
I want to
You
forget the word
me-
show. This is not a show for me.
No, I mean, I don't know what you
This
call
is
it.
a restaurant that's in crisis with a delusional owner that can't take criticism. So I'm going to tell you as it is. I met Jessica and Henry this morning, and I got told some awful things.
Like what?
The way you treat staff. They have to clean cars in the middle of service because the boss wants his car cleaned. And then witnessing over 50 staff being fired in that short period of time.
Really? 50 staff?
50 staff.
You're saying that I have fired 50 staff since
Both
Jessica
of you.
was here. You're saying that?
I am.
Can you prove that to me?
Here we
50
go again.
staff?
Look at your eyes. Look
Oh, that's because you're
look
saying
how
lies.
bitter you are. Have you not had a turnover of more than 50 people?
She was wrong. 100 or even more than 100. Yeah, not only 50, yeah,
So the
100.
stats are actually worse than
Yeah.
she told me.
Yes, it's worse, yes.
Could you tell your wife that? Because I don't think
yes,
she
it
knows.
is. It is.
I need a drink of water, excuse
drink
me.
water.
You're going to run off again?
Yesterday I didn't even eat or drink, and I have to drink water. Jesus Christ, are you going to attack me for wanting to fucking drink some water too? My God. I don't even know why we came back here. I'm going home.
This morning,
You know,
Chef
part of me wants to also make a joke that's saying that Jeanette McCurdy's mom has really let herself go, but that's not really fair to Jeanette McCurdy. She played Sam in iCarly, I think. It's been nearly 17 years since I last watched that show.
Ramsey arrived with a plan on how to turn around the restaurant. But the owners wanted to clear up a few matters.
Now, you may want to sit there and argue, but you're not prepared to understand that I'm here to show you what's right.
Unfortunately, they are still not prepared to listen to what Chef Ramsey has to say.
Excuse me. I
gonna
need
run off
water.
again?
Yesterday I didn't even eat or drink, and I have to drink water. Jesus Christ, are you going to attack me for wanting to fucking drink some water too? My God. I don't even know why we came back here. I'm going home.
Now you're going home?
This is such bullshit. Nobody even fucking is listening to me. Fucking, they're going to go by Jessica? This, oh my God, unbelievable. These people are incredible. And I've had enough. And come here to be abused, my own restaurant. I want to go home.
Just cool down. I mean,
All we've done.
This is the Chris Chan of restaurant owners right here. That's exactly who this is. Oh dear.
All that's happened is we have been attacked.
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 Why are you behaving like this?
Because I'm insulted. You verbally insulted me yesterday, and I held my
told you
tongue
the
out of
truth.
class. I didn't tell you the truth. I didn't
Why are you
say
pointing?
nasty things to you.
Really?
Okay, really, I didn't really.
When I told you about the burger, you refused to listen.
You don't understand. You're judging me on you coming in here, disrupting the entire service. I've been doing this.
Disrupting?
You did disrupt us last night. How could I focus when you're
What about
on
my
my
lunch?
food? When you're standing here
What about when
talking,
you
my
cooked for
husband.
me?
What about when I cooked for you?
Who disrupted you then?
Everybody. What are you talking about?
Blaming everybody again.
I do my best so our business doesn't close because we can't find qualified people. You go get Miranda and that little Katie and Jessica.
No, they just don't want to work at ABC. That's why.
Bring them here
The only
and
reason-
let me see how they work.
won't come back
Will
in
you
here.
do that? Of course.
They're-
Oh,
Do you know what? They're
'Cause
scared of you.
they're
and
scared
they're
of me.
embarrassed. But unfortunately, you've convinced yourself in your little Amy's world that everything you cook, touch, send is perfect.
I do not. What? Are you, am I arguing?
Garlic
with you?
aioli goes well with white truffle.
Well,
That
let
pasta's
me
delicious.
show you some. Can I show you reviews? Hundreds of
Oh,
reviews
no.
that are excellent that
Oh,
we
no.
didn't write that
Not
are
the
from real
bullies on the
customers.
internet again.
No, good reviews, real customers that have supported us for
Look at
6
the way
years.
look at the way.
You're attacking my business
Attacking.
and my life. This is
I'm
all
telling
I
you the
do is
problems.
live this life every day. You're not telling me the problems. You are saying I'm delusional, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. Can we talk about what we came here to speak about, please?
Yeah, let them finish. Yeah, I want them to
You
finish.
told me to
what
be
you
honest.
say. I am always
About
honest.
the problems that you've had, that you cannot talk to your wife, and the issues that she can't take criticism before
she knows that.
I met
That's
her.
fine. I have no problem
Oh,
saying
yes,
that.
That's fine. Wow. I think you're too far gone.
Okay, then let's end the show. You think I'm too far gone? There's no hope. Yalla, yalla. It's Christmas. Let's go home.
Okay.
You ready to calm down yet?
I can't help people that can't help themselves and cannot ever take 1 ounce of criticism. And if you're not willing to change, I'm not going to butt heads, argue, scream, whatever you want to say. But this is not normal. And it's not normal for a restaurant to go through that many staff. It's not normal for a kitchen that small to have 65 items on the menu. And it's not normal for the level of animosity that you've built inside this restaurant and outside. You have the right to run the business the way you want to run your business. I have the right to do the right thing. And the right thing for me is to get out of here. Good luck.
I'm not shocked. That's the thing about this, is that Ramsey actually walking away, but you know what?
Wow.
Fair enough.
It's good. It's what you want.
Yeah, of course that's what I wanted. I don't participate in this bullshit. Give me a break. Can they take this thing off me?
We don't need his help. Maybe he knows that.
It all has to come down.
And now he's gone. He walked away. He'll go on with his life. Sammy and I will go on with our life.
Well, it's finally happened. After almost 100 kitchen nightmares, I've met 2 owners who I could not help. And it wasn't because I didn't want to, it was because they are incapable of listening. And in a short period of time, they've managed to piss off the community and go through over 100 employees in 1 year. Sammy and Amy continue to blame everyone else, yet their biggest problem is themselves. And I know, whatever changes I would have made, they were never going to stick to them. And that's why I've decided to do something I've never done before. It's such a shame.
Good Lord, what an absolute, what a disaster that was. In fact, you know what? I am absolutely like, I'm going to just say one final thing before we leave, because I think we've been here long enough, is that please, whatever we do, can we maybe suit down before we get to doing another 100,000 view a month special or something like that, because that was not only extremely painful to watch, not only was it painful to listen to, but it just there was no part about what we just witnessed that actually made me want to say, you know what? I hope in some way they prove Gordon Ramsay wrong, because, well, they've already convinced themselves that, well, they are absolutely the best thing since sliced bread. And I know they must, even now, they must feel that they are completely on top of the world. But I'm going to tell you guys right now is that they may think that, but nobody stays on top forever. And, well, technically there is one other episode I did want to actually take a look at, which we may do at the end of August. It's because apparently there was a follow-up to this, believe it or not. But we are going to check that out some other time. So, in the meantime, I hope all of you guys enjoyed this. And, well, I hope we've all learned something by the end of this. And I'll see all of you guys again next time. Thank you. Show you very quickly my Patreon store. I've been running this for 5 years now, and ever since this month began, I've decided to reopen, relaunch, completely sort out my categories for videos, and I've uploaded them sometimes as far as 3 months in advance. So you guys will be able to get an exclusive look exactly what's coming out, when it's coming out, at your convenience. So make sure to stop by, take a look around, and let's see what you think. Thank you very much for supporting me once again, and I'll see you again next time.